Hi, hello, and welcome back to HRDM, Human Resource and Digital Marketing channel. And this is Mrs. Deepa Chinnadurai signing in with a new learning. Well, let's get into the learning now. Okay, so I would wish to discuss many things here. So before entering to the topic, well, the first and the foremost thing is, what is the scenario of employment in this current situation? The pandemic has completely changed the scenario of employment specifically. Compared to previous year, that is in the year of 2020, now in 2021, according to the statistics, the employment ratio has been raised. What is the reason? Yes, there might be many different reasons. Yes, we even recently heard a news that is 3 million slash. Oh my God, it's really horrible. Well, by a couple of days itself, we got a confirmation from NASSCOM. No, that news was not true. But yes, we are going to hire. So well, these things are apart. Let us just discuss about RPA, which has been recently entered again into the minds of people. So what is this RPA? Robotic process automation? Will this again shortcut the employees? Is there any chances that employment is again going to increase? Well, this is really terrible. Alright, so beyond all these things, what best I can do to sustain in my employment? This is the biggest question mark. Well, so that is today's topic. So basically, I would wish to update here. There are many different constraints, there are many different distractions, there are many different interruptions in many different ways into our employment. But yes, it is we who are supposed to maintain and manage our employment with the right profile. Yes, today we are going to talk about resume. What are the content which is going to give a strength to your career and to your resume? Even if you're out from one job, how that resume strength can help you to find the other job immediately. Yes, let's get into the topic, that is, what are the major components which are essential to make a resume and how to make a resume. Yes, here we go. Well, why resume is important? Again, there is a question mark. When I have the quality I'm going to present in front of an employer, then why the resume is important? Yes, let me just update you few more technical things here. Nowadays, most of the organization have completely moved on to ATS system. What is this ATS system? ATS is application tracking system. This is nothing but a system, a software. Most of the companies has already moved on to this ATS system to save the manpower as well as to save the time. Well, this is something which screens your application in the first stage. And if your resume or your application doesn't have the strong components, of course your resume will be rejected in the first stage itself. So to avoid those kind of rejections and give a strength to your resume, there are some important components which you are supposed to have in a systematic way. So now let's learn that how to make the resume in a systematic way with the use of components. Let's get into the components. Well, I'm going to discuss here the major 7 components which is very essential to build your resume. Well, let's get into that. The first and the foremost thing is your personal details or personal information. That is all about name, address, contact info, email IDs, etc. This is one of the most important thing which you are supposed to mention in your resume. And the second thing is all about your job objective. States the job you are applying for. Be specific, states the job you are applying for, because the evaluator, the recruiter or the HR manager will evaluate your application according to their requirement. So this is very essential point. And the next thing is, work experience, including job titles, date, and the task you have performed. This again plays a very important role. You have to mention according to the job requirement. And the next thing is all about your education and the formal trainings which you have taken up, whether it's an internship, whether it's in your experience, onto like trainings, etc. And the next most important thing is about your honors activities, that is the recognition and the interest that relates to the job you are actually going to apply. So this is again one of the very important component here. And the next thing is specifically about your skills. Specify your skills which is relevant to the job requirement. Well, the last important component is reference. Reference here states in two different ways. Firstly, it is all about writing a person's name with the contact details and email ID, etc. And the second thing is updating a link. For example, if you have written a thesis, if you have done a webinar or seminar of any particular topic which is relevant to the requirement for the organization, so that can be mentioned. So all these things will really add a strength to your resume and to your profile as well. So altogether, this was the major components to build your resume. So that's it for today. I hope this session would really be very helpful for you. And yes, it is very important to analyze everything and mention in your resume. Well, here I just spoke about the components, but yes, shortly I'm going to show the complete presentation, how to make your resume and how the visibility has to be. So that I'll be coming in the upcoming video. So request you all to please stay tuned and see you soon in the next video. Thank you so much for your great support. Request you to please write onto the email ID if you have any doubts or any questions. So see you in the next learning. Thank you. Stay safe and stay confident. Bye-bye. Take care.